Good morning.
Hello.
Or afternoon or evening, whenever you're listening. How are you, Yay? This is Yay.
Good.
I'm Jen. This is There's Always Something podcast and another intro I've done correctly.
Well done, you.
So we talk about how we're unsuccessfully dodging. Oh no, don't start talking about dodgeball again.
Navigating life.
Did you ever see White Chicks, that movie?
I loved it.
God, I loved it.
So good.
I'm only bringing it up because yes, we're white, but also, are we black men pretending to be white? It was around that same era of dodgeball.
Yeah.
And I remember this.
I feel like that was peak movie era.
Movie. I was at university, had afternoon off, and a friend and I went to the movies. Because let's go to the movies, and we'd never heard of White Chicks. Boy, did we get
so good. It's so funny.
I quote it all the time. Still,
so do I. And there's a few iconic moments. I don't know, what's that awful song?
Making my way downtown. I've got a story about that.
I'll let you tell it.
No, you go.
Terry Crews. You know, the big, black, muscly guy.
Yes.
Who I happily would marry. He does this hilarious scene where he sings, he mimes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I hear that song, as much as I hate it, I love Terry Crews so much of him singing that song in the movie.
I've got it directly related to that movie and song. When I was working at Bridge Climb, Vanessa Carlton came and did the climb.
Is that the singer?
It is. She wrote and performed that song. And it was not long after White Chicks had come out. And
so she was a big deal.
And I was talking to her about, you must be thrilled about your song, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I couldn't believe it, whatever. Anyway, there was this lady with her who I assumed was her mother.
Okay, and they were doing the bridge climb.
They were doing the bridge climb together. And I assume Vanessa was here promoting an album or something. Anyway, so there was lightning in Sydney. So they had to be delayed till the lightning went. So
that would be very dangerous on the top of a bridge with lightning.
Yeah. So I, being the in-house comedian, let's just say, I was tasked with often I would be tasked with occupying people whilst their climb was delayed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So anyway, for some reason, I thought a fun way to entertain Vanessa Carlton would be if we set up the car, as in I've got 4 chairs, we pretended to be in the movie.
Oh, that's exactly what it's like in the movie. And he takes a girl on a date in the movie. Yeah,
and I'll be Terry Crews. I'll sing it at you.
Yes!
She thinks I'm off she thinks this is Australia, which is wonderful. I was like, you be the white chick.
Yeah.
And then I turned to the lady, I'm like, that you can be the gorgeous chihuahua in the back.
Yes.
Anyway,
to her mum.
Well, wasn't her mum. Let's keep going.
Okay.
So then we're just like doing this.
They agreed to this.
Yeah, they think I'm just absolutely
bonkers,
off my chops. And so I could and I'm doing all the, how it's all robotic and like looking at her, and I'm singing Vanessa Carlton's song at her. Not well either, because I'm not a good singer.
You are.
And then anyway, blah blah blah.
That is
you did a wonderful chihuahua job in the back seat there. Well done. Anyway, turns out, not her mum, lightning stops. Okay. We send them on their way.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. And they're like, you're hilarious. They tried to tip me, but we didn't do that.
Oh, no.
I know. Anyway.
Damn it.
And then it wasn't until after this that I realised it was like quite a large group, almost like Vanessa. I understand Vanessa would have like a minder and a manager. Yeah. But there were like a lot of people. Like I would say in the ballpark of 10. And I'm like,
following them around.
Yeah, and I'm like, Vanessa Carlton, they're not doing the climb, by the way, but Vanessa Carlton, not that big a name. Anyway, off they go on their climb. My big boss, the duty manager, was like, oh, wow, I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. I'm like, oh, you're like Vanessa. Who likes Vanessa Carlton that much?
Not me.
Like, no, I'm a big Fleetwood Mac fan. I was like, what's that got to do with anything?
No.
Turns out Chihuahua was Stevie Nicks.
Oh my God, and you didn't recognise her.
I don't know who she is from a bar of soap.
Oh no!
And so Vanessa Carlton was here opening for Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my God, I love Fleetwood Mac. I love Stevie Nicks. I wish I was... No!
And so I've just made Stevie Nicks a chihuahua in the back.
Oh, that is so... And she just played along.
Oh, because she probably thought I was special needs or something.
Yeah, I think she would have.
Australians especially. So that's my white chick story.
Oh my God, I love Stevie Nicks.
And I still don't think I could pick her from a lineup I just assumed she was like Vanessa's minder.
She's amazing. Fleetwood Mac, amazing. Big fan.
Okay, well,
I'm a big fan.
I'll give her your regards.
Yeah, please
Next
do.
time I've cast her as a chihuahua. So I have a little something this week.
Little one. Yes, what is it?
You can't have coffee with your parents for the first time in over a year
Yeah.
and not be interrupted by a dead body.
What do you mean?
So my
Like on the
parents-
news?
No, in real life.
An animal.
No, a human dead body.
Who died?
I don't know.
Okay, this is...
So I went to Sydney last week for work,
Yep.
and I saw my parents, and they're cute as they're just cute, and I'd stayed with them. It was the morning I was leaving to go. I was going to the airport from their place. There's a cafe. So sorry, I should say they live in a retirement village. They're that age now,
Love that.
and there's a cute little cafe in the nursing home part of the
Village.
village. Anyway, I'm recounting a hilarious story about something. I can't even remember what. But, Pat's, got tears from crying.
Oh.
Pete's letting out a bit of a snort. I'm just
it.
doing a one-woman show.
Yeah.
Captive audience.
Classic.
And then it's interrupted by not only do you just see... I thought it was a cake being wheeled in to begin with because I saw it come out of the lift.
Shut up.
A giant
body?
on a trolley thing, gurney, whatever.
This is CSI real life.
With just a red blanket over it.
Red blanket.
And taped in. Oh, not taped.
Red
harnessed.
blanket?
Yeah.
Not a white blanket.
No, not
this
a
is
sheet.
not how I... Oh, this is what I'm picturing.
No, nursing home have, they've upped
The colour.
up to the... They've got... Well, she probably just got wrapped in what she was sleeping in. Or he, I don't know. Anyway, so it's coming along. I think it's a cake. So I keep going.
Oh, no.
I'm bringing the house down. And the cafe is right next to the entrance to the building where we didn't realise there was a white van waiting to take a body away.
Not
So
an
it comes
ambulance?
through. No.
Or you just go straight to the morgue? do you?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know what happens,
When it's
actually.
a bit sort of natural causes, I think they don't need the lights and sirens.
I don't know.
So, and then I realised, oh my God, that's a body. And then I have to we all have to sit there in silence because around us, there's almost like a guard of honour out of respect that's formed by the staff.
That's really nice.
I know it is. But then all of a sudden we've gone from laughing and carrying on to being very serious because our table is almost part of
In the way.
in the guard of honour.
Oh, that's awkward.
And it's so, like I've seen.
Did you resume after that?
Yes. I waited a minute.
I knew you would.
It was a few minutes until
I
they
knew you would.
took the person away. But gee, that was confronting.
Yeah.
Just seeing a body. Because it was, I mean, yes, it was covered in a blanket, but it was strapped. So it was very obvious. There's a head, there's a chest, there's, legs. You're just
Mortality is confronting, right?
Particularly in a nursing home.
Well, I think death in general is...
Oh,
do you think about it? I do.
Not to.
I get anxiety. I lie in bed because, of course, when you lie down in bed, that's when all of your your to-do lists appear.
Yeah.
And all the things I don't want to. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. Like my biggest fear is passing away before my kids hit adulthood.
You won't.
Well, I hope not, but that is, and it's not even about me passing away. It's the repercussion on them. That's my fear. Yeah.
They'll be fine.
So that's good to think about at night.
It is. When you're trying to rest, you clear your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, death is weird. I think what's good is
I get the fear of death. I get it. But I'm not afraid of me not being here.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of
what you leave
the
behind.
effect on other people.
This is going to sound so ridiculous, but I...
Cannot.
No.
About him.
I do two things. So because Pat was a palliative care nurse for a while...
Oh, bless her.
And like a...
They are possibly the nicest nurses I've ever met
so for
all the nurses.
For those who don't know what palliative care is, it's pretty much, people who are terminal and just need to be made comfortable.
Yes.
So Pat loved it. She did it. She also did midwifery and loved that. So she's done both ends.
Yeah, all my aunties have done midwifery.
And then so palliative care, making people comfortable. So we, not that it was talked about at the dinner table, but the fact that Mum worked in death sort of made it a bit more normal. And then towards the end of her career, she worked at a nursing home And, she would talk, how was your day? Oh, yeah, blah, blah, died. So death has never been like a taboo topic.
Same.
Plus my parents are very Catholic, so it's all,
Same.
God, we're just going to heaven. It's fine. Like Robert Redford
Well, we're not going to limbo, so we're fine.
We're going to hell. No, when Robert Redford died recently the other week, Pat said to me...
He was a handsome man.
Yeah, well, Pat said, well, Auntie Marg will be thrilled. So my auntie, for anyone listening, who I was very close with, passed away last year. Very sudden, awful stuff. But I do like that for her siblings, they were very, very close family, that they all believe in heaven. So they're like, oh, okay, well, I'll just see her in a minute,
Yeah.
But
I'm with that philosophy.
I do love that. I love that,
You don't buy into it, but I do.
Well, I don't. Let's hang on. Let me finish this thought, and then let's go there. So Pat had said, "Oh, gee, Auntie Marg will be thrilled."
Yeah, because he'll be there.
Robert Redford.
Yeah, I'm with
him.
Yeah, I'm all with it.
So that, and then the other ridiculous thing about death for me is I'd never really worried too much about it until I got dogs.
It's the same. It's the same feeling. I just
want to outlive them because I don't want them to have to live without me.
Yeah, same.
And I don't know if that's conceited. Very different to being a human parent.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's ridiculous.
Philosophy, though. It's, I know that their life would be majorly interrupted.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to have trauma.
Yeah.
Even though I'm creating trauma just day-to-day living. I yelled at them the other day and called them effing assholes.
Brilliant.
It was justified. It was justified. I'd taken them out. I'd purchased everybody a box each that they decorated.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking about death.
A small box. Well, I am, but this is how I'm creating trauma. That regardless of if I die or not, I'm still ruining them.
Yeah.
Right?
Where's
so,
this
like
going?
in Dr. Phil's words,
do the accent.
One bad boy, you got to give him 100 attaboys to make up for it. The philosophy is if you say one negative thing to a child, you'd need to outweigh that with 100 positives. That's how sensitive and detrimental it is. So me calling my kids effing assholes, I was like, oh dear. I took them out. Everybody got a box each. They decorated it, and I took them and we bought a whole bunch of different sensory things. So like stress balls, and we got pens and papers and little fidget spinners and all this sort of stuff, and I call it a calm box. Called it the calm box because when I put them to bed, I give them half an hour each one-on-one time because they never get one-on-one time. So it takes me an hour and a half to put 3 kids to sleep. So I start with the little one. He has half an hour. We can scratch backs, we can read books, we can do whatever we want, but in their rooms they don't have toys or TVs or anything. They have their teddy and they have a calm box. So that when I leave, if you're still not asleep, you can self-soothe. And like Moomoo's had a lot of emotions. I think we're getting a bit hormony. So she can write it out or draw those. And then when I come into her, with her half an hour, she can show me what she's expressed. And so, I've gone to all this effort and I'm trying to be a good mum, and I've done half an hour with Panda, half an hour with Moomoo, and then it was Ronaldo's time. And the 2 little ones were stuffing around. Lights on, jumping on beds, running around, creating games. And I just lost my mind. I was like, I've just done all this stuff for you. I'm trying to create this, I've even got classical music going on in the background, right? To calm people so that we can all have this really nice, beautiful routine for going to sleep. And you're being jerks.
Yeah.
And so they fought back and they were like, wah, wah, wah. And so I was like, you guys are acting like effing assholes. I've done all this stuff for you. Just stay in your room, in your bed with your calm box.
Yeah.
And I went bonkers and walked away, lights on, kids basically hanging off bookshelves, went down to Ronaldo, closed the door and gave him his half an hour. And then I came back and they had written little notes about how sorry they were, and Panda, who can't really write, just lots of love hearts and mummy. But and of course I thought, this is their therapy. They're going to be going. She called us an effing asshole, and I was only 6.
You didn't call them effing assholes. You said that they are acting. Like.
I may have called them directly.
But they are.
They were being assholes.
Now, where did you get that absolutely extraordinary idea of the calm boxes and the half hour? Did someone show you that on TikTok, or does that just come to you?
Because it doesn't just come. I mean, look, there's a lot of failures before you get to a good bing, because My kids don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Particularly the mums will be like, so like if I've ever had a man in the house and they say, or just another person that's not me, my kids tend to listen.
Yeah. Fucking assholes.
They're fucking
Excuse my
assholes.
French.
And Ronaldo will proactively ask for things that calm him down.
Oh, I love that.
Like he likes to have a stress ball and stuff. And so, yeah, it just sort of propelled from that. Yeah, so anyway, whatever. But yeah, so I know that I'm consciously aware, because I look at my relationship with my mother of, they will be blaming me for things for years to come, because I do the same.
Yeah.
So I'm just, the mortality side of it is like, I just want to limit the amount of blame of like, you know, she died when I was 12 and it ruined me, and like, you know, not that it's ever anyone's fault if they pass away, but I'm sure I would, as a mother, I think I would get blamed for that also.
Of course you would. Of course you would. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful? Poor mothers. It's always their fault.
Yeah.
Like
I have nothing bad to say about my dad ever.
No, neither.
My mum gets all the blame.
Isn't it terrible?
Yeah.
Sorry, mums.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat.
I am sorry.
Mari.
Yeah.
It's your job. Also, you should have had boys.
Yeah.
Well, she did. She had one, but there's 5 girls, 1 boy.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you know what's cute is that every gender, because, you know, we were born, myself and my siblings were born in the 70s and 80s, and they didn't have, you couldn't do a test to find out the gender.
Oh, okay.
Before, so Pat got every single one wrong. Isn't that cute? I should have.
That's
like
adorable.
She was sure I was going to be a boy. So
what were you going to be called?
Timothy.
Oh, I was going to be Joshua.
Oh,
which is good because I don't trust any of these J boys. I've actually dated a Joshua and he was very naughty.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So
I would never swipe right on a Joshua ever
so
again.
we're the Tim and Josh show. That's us now. We're going to change our names because that's what I do.
I'm going to call you Tim for the rest of the show.
I did want to go back to when you said that were you trying to say that you did believe in heaven?
Yeah.
I love that. Go on. No, talk us through it.
Well, I just think the soul, and I don't know if this is because I've had people pass away, or I don't know if that's where it comes from, or the Catholic thing. I don't buy into hell, not into that. But I just feel like the soul has to go somewhere. It doesn't disappear. Like I feel like the soul, as much as we can't see it, is very real. And particularly dealing with death, I just could not accept that. I was just like, but this person can't just disappear. Like I get the body's not the same because it physically looks different once the soul, once they have passed. But I was just like, they have to go somewhere. And I just cannot accept that they don't go anywhere.
I completely agree with you. And I know you said before, you're like, I know you don't buy into it.
And I also, like I've been to psychics and I like that, the medium side of,
No, I agree completely because I just can't fathom, and I'm very sciencey, but I can't get my head around that something as sophisticated as a human personality, soul, emotion can just, it's like the body can't really be responsible for thoughts. I know, yes, we have a brain, but you know, all the other organs, your lungs just pump air, your heart just pumps blood, but your brain can't, like, I'm with you. I can't
fathom that this is.
Souls have to go somewhere, and it's not in a crematorium.
Are they at a cafe? I don't know where they are.
But they're somewhere. Do you know what? So when I struggled with obviously my auntie's death, as we all struggle with things, but every time I look at and I've never really had anyone close to me die before. This was my first, and every time. And I don't know, you're a bit crystals, you might have an explanation, but I always seem to look at my watch when it's 11:11.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Someone, if the internet knows, tell me. I was 11:11, and I literally, for some reason, just instinctively think that's Auntie Marg saying hi. So I literally just go, oh, hi, Auntie Marg.
So
at 11:11.
If you are like me.
Turns out I am, yeah.
I guess it's all perception, and I guess it's just how you want to view it. But to me, everything is a...
energy?
I think it's, and I like watching all that psychic. I like watching all those psychics do readings and all that sort of weird shit where you're like, I don't know, how did they know that? Is that real? And same thing, no science behind it. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but I definitely buy into it. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And they always say, like the mediums always say, that's them just trying to communicate that they are there with you.
Yeah.
Which I very much like.
Yeah, there's comfort in it.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is just my thought process and I don't know if it's true. Most people are afraid of them dying. I'm not afraid of me dying. That's not the part that scares me. Well, I think for most people it is. It's them dying.
Have you thought about how you want to go? Oh, is that too big a question?
Oh, look.
Because
Who doesn't want to go to in their sleep? Wouldn't that be the best? I don't want my kids to find me.
Yeah. Maybe like a cult leader and then you all go together because you all have the same Kool-Aid. I've given my death a bit of thought and it's...
Yeah, tell me.
So my dream death is, I hate to bring Beyonce back in, but here we are.
Wow.
Obviously the whole notion of immortalization, I'm well
very into.
I know, so self-centered.
I know, just make a little statue and get over it.
That's wonderful.
Put it in your front garden.
That's a wonderful idea,
isn't it?
I would love to be involved in a horrific crisis, and that I saved a lot of people.
But you died doing it.
Yes.
Oh, so you want to be a martyr?
Yeah, go on.
What else would you like to talk about?
Well, I wanted to see if there's anything of the mum's chat, because that's my favourite.
Okay.
Just to go from death to mum chat.
Yeah, so mum chat. Now, it was a mum fail. So I contacted the mums after I'd committed a mum's fail, and the admission was, Panda had said to me, we're going to Hillsville Sanctuary tomorrow and you've got to put my food in plastic bags and my name on it. And I'm like, no, you're not. That's next week. And there's no way the school would want me to put anything in plastic.
Okay.
Right? Because that's very out now. Okay. He was adamant about it and I just dismissed him. I thought it was a week later. So I've got his big backpack and there's all these kids with their little plastic bags, with their snack in one and their lunch in the other and their little hat and drink bottle. And so I was like, shh. So I said, Xander, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go home. I'm going to fix it. I'll bring it back. And he's like, okay, I'll wait on the monkey bars.
Okay.
As you do.
Good plan.
So I went home. Do you own plastic bags?
Yeah.
Do you? Where do you get them from?
Sandwich bags?
No, plastic carry bags.
Chemist Warehouse.
Is that where you've got yours from?
Pretty much the only place that I've...
I don't own plastic bags anymore. So it's 8:12 in the morning and I'm trying to find plastic bags. The only thing I could find
Oh, God.
was nappy bags, which is essentially a poo bag for dog, the same size as your poo bag.
Yeah.
So I put them in nappy bags and put his name on it.
I think that's an excellent solution. I don't think that's a fail.
Well, I got the day wrong. I got the bag wrong. But he did make it to the event.
But I think that's a hack. Nah,
I think
that
that's
should
a
be
fail.
That's a win.
Well, the mums didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah, so many mums have now got a secondary way to put their kids' food.
I was lucky I still had nappy bags.
Yeah.
Haven't used one of those in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, when was the last time you changed a nappy? 2 years?
5 years ago?
5 years ago.
4 years ago? Yeah, a long time.
Oh, well, I got poo bags in the car if you need any. Yeah. Do you remember a couple episodes ago I mentioned that I booked another extras gig?
Oh my God, you've done it.
I've done it.
What animal? I picked dog, remember?
Yeah, bird.
Oh, in a cage?
No, in a
on
box.
your shoulder?
In a box.
Was it dead?
A bird in inverted commas. So the brief was that we were going to be in a vet clinic. I was like, great. So you had to be good with dogs. Anyway, so we get there. I'm like, is there a bathroom to the people? And they're like, oh, just use the trailer at the end. I got to go in a trailer. It was so cool.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it was cool. I went in not mine, someone else's trailer. It wasn't there yet. And went to the bathroom. Then got sent to wardrobe because there was a wardrobe trailer.
Yes.
Where they just look you up and down and go, yep. What else you got? Yeah, no, we'll go with this. I had two sons that I'd never met before.
Oh, my God.
And I was promoted to mother. I had two sons and one of them had a speaking line.
Oh, cute.
We get carted away. So we're in this minivan.
Oh, my God, 2 locations.
Yeah.
Well, actually, talking...
Multi-location.
Right? So if you're ever in danger, the true crime world says don't ever go to the second location.
Oh, God, I did. And I was there
Yeah.
for like 4 hours.
Right?
Am I dead?
Yes.
Is this just my soul talking to me now?
This is heaven.
This is heaven. No children, no dogs.
My house.
Just coffee and banana bread.
Yeah, yeah.
The
second location was where?
So it was in Kew. So we drove for like 10 minutes and we pull up to Guide Dogs Australia.
Oh.
So we are shooting in the offices that have been like made to look like a vet. And we as the extras, which was me and two others.
I love blind dogs.
Imagine that. That they've got people that have to be on all fours, harness. Pressing the pedestrian crossing light. She loves it. She loves her own joke. And why wouldn't you? You're in heaven. In heaven, you're funny. We get there. Me and the other two extras just sort of get shepherded away into this side room, never to be heard of again. Literally sit there for like 3 hours.
Did you talk to each other?
Oh my God, I got yes we did. There was this one.
Not your people.
No.
I hate that. You know when you get stuck with people that are not your people?
There was a man, he's obviously been taught somewhere along the journey that every person you meet is an opportunity to network and sell.
Oh God,
so
what
he was trying to
selling?
sell me all these. He was like I don't imagine he was very good at it, but he was a like a professional trainer for like negotiation skills and.
He's an old salesman.
Maybe, yeah. And I
what
could
the
barely
hell were you gonna buy?
I don't know, but I couldn't understand most of what he was saying because I'm not a good listener. But he ended up giving me his card at the end, and I'm like,
oh, doesn't he know
And
we're done with cards after?
But you know what was wonderful?
See you next Tuesday days, yeah.
But what was wonderful is that he had just smacked like the Victorian government logo on it, and like it was typos galore. It was hysterical. So it was like counterfeit business card.
Yeah, that stuff I can't deal with it.
And it was so funny. We finally went to set after 3 hours. And the scene, I think I was on set for maybe 20 minutes max. And he was just like a person in the waiting room. He fell asleep.
In real life?
In real life. and I just thought it was so funny. And then the woman that had
Did
one
they
of the
wake
guide
him
dogs, no. One of the guides, it was authentic, I assume. One of the women that had a guide dog that was just being a vet.
That is so good.
I mean, being a patient at the vet. They had to put a cone on it and everything just for, wardrobe. We got the giggles.
Oh, that is
And I think
so
we
cute.
ruined one take because we had the giggles.
Because he was asleep.
Yeah.
That is hysterical.
And he was making noise and like...
Oh, that is
and
so
sort of
good.
like, when people are on a bus or a plane, they just sort of start...
like me on a date. Me on a date when I'm going to start
so
dribbling
funny.
on your chest.
It was so funny. Funniest people. Yeah, so I had 2 sons. I had to like sort of console my 2, but I didn't want to touch them because, you can't, a strange woman in her 40s or anyone can't touch a child that's not theirs.
But you're acting as a mother.
So it was so I was like, I just made sure that I had my arm on the chair, not on the child. Like I was hyper aware.
Yeah.
So he had a box with holes in it, like a cardboard box with holes in the top. And he
Pretending there's a bird in there.
Yeah, and we were just looking at it, and he goes, "This little kid." And then I've got 2 sons. The other one was the better actor, if I must say. And then this one that had the line was like, "When the bird's better, Mummy, can we keep it?" I was like, what do you want me to say? Because no one had briefed me that my child was speaking because the kids were kept in a separate room to the rest of us.
Oh, God.
And then so I'm like, and I asked the director, I'm like, I'm sorry, am I supposed to say something to this kid? And they're like, no, it'll be cut away before you even have a moment to. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm doing like every take, I'm doing a hilarious bit, like just with facial expression. Lucky I'm a mime,
Right.
So
that's what extras are, aren't they? They're mimes.
Artists.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was just cool being on an actual set. We did
Love
that
it.
take, I think 19 times for that literal, there was maybe 5 lines of dialogue. In
How
the whole
ridiculous.
scene. Yeah. It was cool. It was really cool to be there. It was very different to the sports bet shoot. But it was really fun, really enjoyed it. My favourite part was when we were returned back to Clifton Hill. And Rob, bless him, was like, I'll pick you up so you don't have to worry about getting trains.
Nice.
Yeah. So he picks me up. He also dropped me off. He's a saint. And then, so I had about 25 minutes of just sitting by myself, just under a tarp, I don't think it's going to make anyone else laugh, but I found it charming and hilarious that as soon as I get back, I see Celia Piccola.
Oh, she's a comedian and an actress.
Rosehaven, Utopia.
She's very
Thank
good.
God you're here.
I went and saw
National treasure.
I went and watched her do stand-up.
Did you see that Marty Sheargold is doing stand-up in either April or March?
Oh, we have to
March,
go.
we're
We went last
going.
time. We're big Marty
my God.
Sheargold fans. Yeah.
Oh, my
Celia was
God.
really good. Really
We'll
good.
probably get cancelled for saying we're Marty Sheargold fans, you know?
Well, I don't care.
He was so fun. I nearly died. I thought I was going to die when we saw him. I couldn't breathe for
Marty
an hour and a half.
And I hate when people don't know who he is. Like, I get aggressive.
Anyway, I think it's either April or March 28th.
Okay, well, we can talk about that off air.
So anyway, we get there. Celia Piccola's there in a wedding dress. Oh, I hope that's not a spoiler.
Well, we don't know what the show is, so it's not.
Yeah, and then she gets changed.
Did you talk to her?
I didn't, and I could have, because we've got people in common. Like, I could have just been like, hey, how are you? I think I might have met her before. Who cares? Anyway, so the day was split into two because we were doing the vet scene, and then there was they were having a dog's birthday party scene.
Yeah.
Because a dog.
Were
is
you
one of the
invited
main
to the
characters.
dog's birthday party?
No, I couldn't. I had 2 kids and a dead bird. I had to get home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm waiting
Had
for
to dig
Rob
a grave.
as the I'd chuck it in the bin, wouldn't you? I hate birds. Oh, sorry. If it was like a proper animal, sure. Oh, I'm gonna get cancelled again.
A proper animal?
Bird? Nah.
Continue on with
Bird's
this
not a real
story.
one. There's heaps of birds. Get on.
Heaps of dogs, mate.
What would you do
Very on
if
death
you
in
had
this
an animal? Yeah, if you had an animal, I'll just call this episode Death.
Yeah.
Death becomes her.
God, I love that movie.
Weird. I'll just turn your head
Meryl
backwards.
Streep and
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie. Oh God, I love Goldie Hawn.
You are Goldie Hawn.
I want to be Goldie Hawn.
If you had a bird, so you seem quite passionate about birds, and it
I don't
died,
seem passionate about birds.
It died at your hand accidentally.
Yeah.
Would you, and the kids are at school and love the bird, would you just quickly replace the bird, or would you go through death?
No, I'd go through death.
No. I was hoping you'd just replace the bird and pretend nothing happened.
No, we did that with fish at Grandmari's house. She had goldfish, and that sort of, their expiry date is
Quick.
in
isn't it?
days.
Yeah, it's quick.
So yeah, a few of those got replaced without anybody knowing
I
quite
used to
quickly.
have a black goldfish that I called Latrell.
Oh, that's cute.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go anyway.
But those are the only ones that I think you can sort of
Okay.
replace. No, we'd go through death, and also
Would you get another bird after it?
well, if in an imaginary world I could deal with having a bird in my house, then yes, I would. But I also, once again, a little bit controversial. I don't want to say I like the idea of, but I think it's important for children to go through the process
Yeah,
of
it
grief and death and
Yeah, totally.
all that sort of stuff. And we talk about that quite a bit in our house because they don't have all of their grandparents that are living and all that sort of stuff.
It's rough. So Celia Piccola in a wedding dress. And then so the next wave of extras had started. And someone was really early and fresh off the plane from somewhere.
Like another...
Very Nordic accent.
Oh, fun.
Barely spoke English. It was wonderful. But looked good. And as a background extra, I guess that's the point.
You're a mime.
He gets there and Celia Piccola's the first person he sees. And he's like, I am probably one of your mates. It could have been French, I don't know. I'll just make up an international accent.
Do an accent, yeah,
I'll
please.
make one
Please,
up.
yeah, let's
This
go.
is no country. Are you here for the party? And she's like, sorry? And he's like, I am actor, sort of thing. And she's like, oh, you're an actor. Oh, great. And he's like, yeah, last night I was in the audience of Tipping Point.
Oh, I don't know Tipping Point.
That is double gas. Tipping Point, 5 o'clock, Channel 9.
I don't
Monday to
watch free
Friday.
to
Oh my
air.
God, you'll get addicted.
I only watch catch up.
Can you we'll watch it on catch up? It's called Tipping Point. One of the Woodies, the tennis people, Todd Woodbridge.
Yeah, I like Todd.
Maybe. He's the host. It's hectic. I'm not alone.
Think you are.
The whole internet
Just you
loves
and your
Tipping
sister.
Point. And my parents. We watched it when I was in Sydney.
Your family is the only one
Tipping
keeping
Point.
free to air going.
As soon as they do a call out for contestants, we are auditioning. You know that?
Yeah, I am.
Anyway, I don't know if I'm revealing a trade secret, but I've also received emails from my agent that are like, are you free to be in the audience of this show? We will pay you.
Okay, so do it.
Yeah. I just haven't been able to. I've been busy. But I love, like, is that spoiling? It's not real people always in the audience.
They are real people.
Actors.
Oh,
It's thespians. It's my kind. Anyway,
Yeah.
so he's like saying to Celia Piccola, oh, you know, I got this great acting gig. I got to be in the audience of Tipping Point. And she's like, oh, same as you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. And he goes on to tell her all about it.
Oh,
he
God.
doesn't realise.
she's
Big deal.
Yeah.
And she'd be the lead. If
She would
Celia
be the
Piccola
lead.
is in this show, she's the lead. He's just like, thinks that she's like an extra as well. And he's like, have you done anything? You know,
Oh, this is so good. And what did she say?
she's like, oh yeah, a few things, yeah. And it was, I
So good.
felt compelled. She's in a wedding dress
I
as
know,
well,
yeah.
and he hasn't clicked anything. And I was,
That she may be a lead.
I almost wanted to rescue her, but I'm like, no, let's just see how this pans out.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, where
She's
do we
got
go
this.
now? Yeah. Well, he's like, where do we go now? Do we get wardrobe? Like, he's asking her all this sort of stuff, and she's like, just go and see like the director over there. He'll have answers. So she got out of it well, but she was so polite to him, and like she just
Shout
went
out,
along
Celia.
with it. Yeah, well done, Celia. I wanted to rescue her, but I didn't. So no,
She's
that
a
was
big
really
girl.
funny to me. And as I predicted before I started saying this, probably not anybody else. But, you know, so it was a good day. I just sat around and there was a couple of guide dogs and...
I think doing that every day would be boring. But I think randomly it's wicked.
I have a newfound respect for actors that I never had before.
Well,
Because in my head it's
everyone
like...
says all you do is sit around waiting.
And just they do the same line over and over. 19 times these people had to do the same lines. And it was no different in any of them. It's just it's the cinematographer and the director that are like, oh, let's get it in this. It's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
They do, I guess, because it's their art and it's their job to make it look as good as it can. Fair enough. But those for kids out there that want to be an actor,
no.
really think about it. Or don't do TV.
Yeah, but I don't want
do theatre.
I don't want them to be like Corey and Corey, where like their whole life is sort of ruined because they were a child actor.
Yeah.
Because my kids,
Well, what
I
about
reckon.
Moo? She's going to be an actor. Get her on the stage.
Well,
not
every
screen.
kid, yeah, I'm into stage, but also like I reckon every kid I've ever met now is like, can I have a YouTube channel? Can I?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want you to be the new version of
The Olsen
Corey and
twins.
Corey or the Olsen twins, where they sort of go weird. The Macaulay Culkins,
Yeah.
they all go a bit strange. And the only thing I can see is that they all were pushed into the limelight really young.
And because they
And I'm trying to ruin my
socialise-
kids in other ways.
Well, they socialise with adults. So they speak like adults. They connect to adults. They don't know how to be a kid.
Yeah, it's
poor
something
Michael
strange.
Jackson. No?
What? Poor Michael Jackson.
Well,
You haven't
was
watched
it-
the documentary on
But
Finding
he,
Neverland.
no, I haven't.
Yeah.
But he was a victim of his scenario. Like he was raised. You don't think that he was raised in such a alternative reality?
I do, but I don't think you should then continue that and take it up a notch in regards to abuse.
But
We're hitting
is
on a
that
whole
out
new
of his
level.
control? You
I think if
it's a
you're a
conscious decision.
I think if you're abusing people, yeah,
But hurt people hurt people.
that doesn't make it okay.
No, I'm not saying that, but I don't think that they can necessarily, unless they're put away or removed from the situation, I don't think they can help it.
Yeah, I think they need to be institutionalized, and he should have been.
Yeah, and so that I don't know that that's on him. I think that's on the people who were in his life and the law enforcement. You don't think so?
His
To put him away?
his childhood, yes. As an adult, he needs to not do bad things to little boys. Yeah.
Wasn't he off his head? I don't know why. I just feel like he was not the exception, not saying that, but he was the most fucked up in the head of any of the victims.
I think if you
Watch
saw the
Neverland.
victim statements of the children, you would disagree.
God, this is
This is heavy.
This is a heavy food. Do you have a date to cheer us up? Otherwise, let's go. I need a stiff drink. I need to check myself and not give sympathy to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Just
because you think Pam's related with her white nose on her black white nose.
I was like, oh, no, it's a good song that though. Can you separate the artist from the
Yes, I
art from
can.
the artist? Yeah.
I can, and I understand why people don't.
Yeah. But yeah.
I can personally, but I'm pretty good at compartmentalizing different parts of my life, which I don't think is a very common skill.
I'm too distracted by the fact that I've got an enemy now that I wasn't
Michael Jackson, he's
defending
dead. He's not your enemy.
No, the
You can meet him when you
internet's
go downstairs. He won't be up in heaven.
Oh, but do you really think that he was evil?
I don't use that word.
Okay. I'm not condoning any of it. I just think he was created. I just don't think I'm that naive, aren't I? I just think that all happened to him and that he didn't know any better and there was no adults to help him navigate and teach him good lessons. So that's what he knew.
I can see why you're nice to people that are damaged.
Oh, I am.
You are. Right. You certainly give them a lot more rope than I do.
Get out of here.
I do.
You don't. You're so good to assholes.
I don't think they're damaged. I just think they're jerks.
You don't think Fruitbox is damaged?
No.
He grew up in South Africa. You have to be damaged.
Damaged goods.
He's so damaged. You don't think that 5 cents is damaged? Who does that if they're not damaged?
I don't know.
Unhinged, you're right.
I don't know. I was listening to a podcast the other day about men that are stalkers and are like obsessive. But I mean the theme was, and once again this is quite dark, the theme was family violence. So it was usually like they were talking specifically about guys that had committed coercive control and family violence in the home, and then once the woman had left and tried to move on, these guys, we feel free to edit all this out, but
no, I'll pop a trigger warning somewhere.
The men would then become obsessive and start stalking, and oftentimes that's when they actually were really violent, was once the women had left.
Oh God.
And the host of the podcast was saying, but why do they do that? And it was Jess Hill, who's a really...
Oh, I know. Yeah,
she's a really spectacular journalist, and she was talking about...
Remember the Look What You Made Me Do series?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, there's a book and there's a show called Look What You Made Me Do, and it looks into that, and I'm very passionate about that. I'm really interested in it. And she was talking about how it's almost like they see it as winning. Oh, so it's like, if I retaliate at you, therefore I've sort of won. This sort of weird obsession. It's psychologically it's fascinating.
Yeah.
And
terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Is there a punch with that podcast in particular? What was the key insight? Oh my God, we've just become an ABC podcast. But was there a key, is there a common thread about what makes people want to?
No, and
did it happen to them?
This is what was really interesting. Was she was saying we've got data basically from the 70s onward about victims. But perpetrators don't give you anything, right?
Yeah.
And oftentimes they won't even admit that they're doing the things that they're doing. So it's really hard to understand. She said, unless there's ones that want to reform, and there are like certain organisations that assist in men that go, I don't want to be this. I don't want to do what I'm doing. And, I sort of feel like I'm out of control in those moments and help me. But that's very minimal. And so she's like, we don't actually know as much about perpetrators, apart from what we can see scientifically of I guess steps along the way. But in regards to what they're telling themselves in their minds, because they don't offer that information. Yeah. But victims will. Victims will say, this is why I did what I did, or I didn't leave because I felt so scared that if the threat of death or abuse would be worse if I left, so I stayed. And the statistics, I can't remember the percentage, but most of them, it wasn't for fear of physical abuse. It was fear of poverty. That's why most of the women stay.
Wow.
Yeah. And she said statistically single mums from a domestic abuse situation have the highest rate of poverty.
Yeah. Do you know what makes me cross is that the woman is expected to flee. That makes me freaking
the real victim shame. She says the same thing. She's like, why is it
the woman and the kids have to move?
But also the if you want to the movie title, the headline is why didn't she leave? And Jess Hill was saying, shouldn't it be why didn't he stop doing that to her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the narrative
Yeah.
is wrong.
I
It's
agree.
getting better. Culturally, we're getting better and people are talking about it and it's becoming more aware. And would assume the younger generation.
They're going to
Because a lot of it's
better.
cultural, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it's cultural. I think they're more aware. I think young men are much more aware of, you know, what is and is not acceptable.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And women aren't subhuman anymore like they were probably pre-70s.
Yeah. We have a value.
It gives me the shits when you hear about women having to run away in the middle, pack the kids up, live in the car.
Yeah.
Get the man out of there.
Yeah.
It just makes me cross. I am like you. I am so
She also spoke about that
passionate
there's a system, there's a lot of errors in the system, like as in our, the way it operates between, you know, family assistance and all this sort of stuff where oftentimes victims, once again, they get lost in the system.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just very interesting.
It's also interesting, I think, I don't know if it's just more recently it seems to be that men are also experiencing DV. Now.
I haven't seen that.
I know I could name a handful of men
Really?
that I've met in the last, say, decade
Really?
that have had to flee with the kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't met any.
Yeah.
But I wonder if men are not as comfortable voicing these things as well.
I think it's exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's emasculating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know quite a few, and I'm just like, well, you know, if the women, and we've got, you know, good press around, like, you know, it's publicised that women are vulnerable. These men, man, it's got to be next.
Oh,
Someone's got
the minority. That would be an insignificant
I know, but can we give them a
minority.
little bit? I just because I know a few personally.
Yeah, see, I've
know,
never met a man that's.
I've two that I can have had close relationships with where, you know, you're observing their hands and you're like, oh, well, that scar. I was stabbed by my partner.
Oh my God.
I've got, she threw a vase at my face and they've got scars. I know men, but this is their story.
I know, but you know the awful part about all these things is, I imagine in my mind that if I would ever say that to someone, people would be like, no, they didn't. And that's just me imagining it.
Yeah.
So imagine if you were sitting in that seat, you'd be like, no one's going to believe me.
Yeah, I know. It's rough.
Right?
God,
Yeah.
this has been
Very heavy episode.
We're not shy when it comes to...
Real issues. Yeah, this might be a bit heavy, so let's see.
Yeah. Apologies if we've raised any issues for anybody.
Yeah.
I'll put Lifeline's numbers in there. All right, well, should we... I think we'll just...
Let's go eat our feelings. It's almost lunchtime.
Yeah, let's eat our feelings, as you should too. At There's Always Something podcast.
I'll be asking you about your comedy next episode.
Okay. Oh yeah, shit. So I'm going to end on a joke. I think most people in my life have heard me say this, but you know, just to make the let's end this on a high.
Yeah, please.
What did the traffic light say to the car?
I don't know. Red, beep, stop.
Cute. You're adorable. You are. You're adorable. No, don't look now. I'm changing.
That's so cute.
It's cute. And on that note, have a lovely week, everybody.
Bye.